Oh, you don't have to shush yet. I'll let you know when. Let me get last one. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. Before we begin, Medicine Hat Public School Division at Crescent Heights High School would like to acknowledge that the land we are on today is in the traditional territory of the Blackfoot Confederacy. The people of this Treaty 7 region, signed at Blackfoot Crossing in 1877, consist of 3 First Nations, the Kainai, the Piikani, and the Siksika. Treaty 7 region of Southern Alberta also includes the Tsuut'ina and Stoney Nakoda First Nations. We would like to acknowledge and honor that we are also on the homeland of the Métis people. We would also like to acknowledge the traditional knowledge holders and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. For those of you whom I have not met, my name is Curtis Parent. I have the good fortune to be the band director here at Crescent Heights High School, and in front of you is our grade 8 band. Now, for those of you who are parents of grade 8 students, the last time you heard these young people play was digitally by our digital year-end grade 7 concert. And I know that when compared to what you heard in June, you're going to be very impressed by what you're going to hear now. Now, unfortunately, if you're not a band person, this may confuse you, but this is in fact not a baton. So as I am currently holding the wrong stick-like thing, I'm actually not doing much conducting tonight, which is awesome for me, because I just get to sit and enjoy it. I've had the good fortune to have a student teacher working with me from the University of Calgary, and she's actually going to be doing most of the conducting this evening, including both of the pieces from the grade 8 band. So while I'm going to go sit and join the clarinet section, I'm going to turn the band over and the concert for now to my student teacher, Ms. Kate Ann Ackerman.
Good evening, everyone. We are very excited to bring you some Christmas tunes tonight. The grade 8 band, it's been a pleasure to work with them. They've been working incredibly hard at their music. The first song that we are going to play for you is Up on the Housetop, arranged by Michael Sweeney. All right, for those of you who don't know, this is the first time that this group of students is actually performing on this stage. The next piece that we are doing for you is called Who Let the Elves Out? It is arranged by Victor Lopez. They've worked incredibly hard on this piece. It is a more difficult piece than they are used to playing. And I'm pretty sure it's also their favorite. Whenever I say, let's play Who Let the Elves Out, I get a lot of yes. So we hope you enjoy.
Okay, great guys. Stand up to the flag. feet in, give me a comfortable volume, play any note, and I'm going to drop the sticks. Any note? So I figured since, this is kind of my job, I should probably conduct one piece on this thing. But that's it, you're only getting one, and if anybody's got any complaints, you can take them to nobody because it's already done. But here's the thing, I'm conducting the piece, but I'm not introducing the piece. As the people in the booth who know me start giggling. So, to introduce our next number, two of our clarinet players, Quinn and Lily.
The Mary Celeste, also referred to as show ship, set sail from New York on November 7, 1872. The ship headed for Genoa, Italy, never reached its destination and instead was found 600 miles west of Gibraltar, Spain on December 4, 1872. After rescue boarded the ship, it was found that everybody on board has vanished, and to this day, nobody knows what happened.
This piece, partially based off the sea shanty, Spanish Ladies, contains spine-chilling sound effects coming from the percussion and brass sections, as well as solos from percussion, flutes, and clarinets. For this piece, we will be transported to the shore as we are approached by our very own Goshen. This is Goshen, arranged by Michael Story, conducted by our favorite nerd of a band teacher, Mr. Barrett.
we are going to play for you is called Rockin' Jingle Bells. It was written in 1974. This has been a bit of a beast for us to get through because we've got some crunchy, jazzy chords, which are fabulous. And it was arranged by Wayne Stevens. And the melody or the feature in this piece is the trumpets. So you'll have to take a special listen to them. Them, not Mr. Knight. Ignore him.
Before we go into our last number, I just have to say a few thank yous. As always, I have to thank the administration here at Crescent Heights High School. The support for middle school band is very much something that is not just assumed anymore. And in a time when budgets are slim, music education is always the easiest and first thing to go. So I'm very grateful that at Crescent Heights, our administration has made a focus on instrumental music, a big focus for our school. And I'm incredibly grateful for it because I know that the students love making music together. I love making music with them, and I'm sure you love hearing it. So a big thank you goes out to my admin here at Crescent Heights for that support. I always, even though she's not in the building tonight, I always want to thank my colleague in the fine arts, Jennifer Davies. This is her classroom that she uses day to day, and she always lets us come and invade it to use it as a performance space. And I am the envy of a lot of my colleagues that I have a theater like this in-house to play in. So I'm very thankful to Jennifer Davies for letting us use her space as often as we do. I also want to give a shout out to someone else who's not in the building, but to our band parent president, Candace Davis, who helps me coordinate all of our fundraisers and helps make running this program a whole lot easier. So a big thank you goes out to the two of them for the work they do to support our program here. I want to thank all of you for coming. I joke all the time, but we did COVID concerts where we were playing to empty halls, and it sucks. So thank you for coming. Thank you for supporting these young people in their musical journeys. I know that the fact that they've got you behind them, encouraging them to come and make music, is going to make them continue to want to be lifelong learners in music, and I really appreciate it. And speaking of lifelong learners in music, I want to just thank Kate-Ann Ackerman, who's been working with me for the last 6 weeks. It is incredibly intimidating to walk up to somebody else's program and someone else's students and just say, okay, I'm in charge now. But it has been an amazing experience. I know the students across all the grades have really enjoyed working with you. They've enjoyed watching you develop and be an example of what a lifelong learner is for them. And the best thing is we get to watch you again in the spring when you come back. But thank you very much for being here. Thank you for doing a bulk of the conducting here tonight. So thank you.
All right, so for our final piece tonight, this is called A Whole Lot of Christmas, and it's by Douglas E. Wagner. This is a piece that's always requested by the grade 9 band. Can we please play A Whole Lot of Christmas? So you're going to hear lots of favorites in here, and we hope that it'll spread some Christmas cheer as you go through December.
Thank you very much for joining us this evening. Hope you have a wonderful holiday season, and we'll see you again in March, where our two bands are going to share a concert with middle school bands from St. Mary's School and with the Andante Band of the Medicine Hat Concert Band Society. It's going to be one big coming together of musical awesomeness in March. So that's our next public performance. So I hope to see you then. Have a good night.